Despite the great knowledge we have about all parts of the human body, organs and systems, the medicine is unable to heal the damaged neural pathways in central and peripheral nerve system responsible for voluntary activation of muscles and movements. The stroke and spinal cord injury are the most common reason for paralysis, functional disability and decreased quality of life. In Serbia, more than 20,000 people per year survive stroke. From that number, almost 1/4 are young people. In European Union, this number reaches 700,000 people per year, leading to a total number of 3.5 million people. Number of spinal cord injuries is estimated to 11,000 people yearly. Scientists of different profiles, especially electrical and mechanical engineers, have been working for many years to find a way to use electrical pulses to diminish consequences of injuries and diseases of central and peripheral nerve systems.
The technology of using electrical pulses to stimulate paralyzed muscles is not new. Back in 1961, Liberson showed how it is possible to use electrical stimulation to lift the foot. Since then, many others did research in this area, but the technology itself didn't make it to the mass market due to several reasons, such as difficulty to use and high prices. My interest in this topic started in my final years of master studies at University of Belgrade, Faculty of Electrical Engineering, in the lab of Professor Dejan Popovic, who is one of the pioneers in this area in the world. And there I had a chance to do the practical work, to find out about different applications of the technology, and also to collaborate with medical doctors and work with patients in different clinical institutions in Belgrade and in the world.
There is a long tradition in our country in the development of technologies for assisting people with motor and sensory disability. The use of electrical stimulation is a method that can help many people. One of the best known applications is to stimulate the heart and in that way prolong the life. We are working in the domain of using electrical stimulation for creating movements. Researchers from our country, working here or working abroad, are very well known in the development of technology and development of know-how for the neuroscience. What we are succeeding to do is to translate the results from the research and development into the clinical work, and then using the clinical results to bring these devices to the market. Once it is on the market, it can come at a home of patients, and once it is at home, that can greatly improve the quality of life on the individuals.
All of these ideas finally resulted with a product that we like to call a pacemaker for movements. Basically, this is a multi-channel programmable stimulator which can timely activate different muscles in the human body in a paralyzed person and allow him to produce functional movements. The functions that we currently support are cycling, rowing, standing, walking, grasping, and exercise, but any other application can be easily programmed to meet the demands of the users.
A stimulator which uses standard stimulation electrodes. The electrodes are placed directly on the skin, and stimulation impulse generated in the stimulator goes through the skin, activates neurons and muscles, providing muscle contractions. MotiMove stimulator stimulates up to 16 muscle groups synchronously and activates them, providing a desired movement. Stimulation profiles can be controlled wirelessly from PC or tablet. We are developing an Android application for mobile phone.
In order to control functional movements, we need information about the position of body segments, arms, legs, and the trunk. To do this, we use sensors on the body of the user or on the machine which is helping in this function, such as a bike or exoskeleton. We connect sensors to the stimulator, and the algorithm uses this information to produce a time activation of different muscles in the body.
The group of young scientists moved from the Faculty of Electrical Engineering to a science technology park in Belgrade to form a startup company 3F, Fit Fabricando Fubber, which translates from practice makes perfect. Collaboration with colleagues at University of Lyon in France and Minigrant from the Innovation Fund of Republic Serbia in 2018 provided finances to develop MotiMove stimulators. MotiMove is short from motivation to move. First prize on the national competition for the best technology innovation in 2018, organized by the Ministry of Technology and Science of Serbia, confirmed the importance and high level of technology development of this product. The last version, the Moti Move, was presented on 63rd Fair of Technology, held in May 2019 in Belgrade.
Koji je pod sloganom Vreme je za nove tehnologije krajem maja održan u Beogradu.
One of the applications of MotiMove stimulator is stimulation of grasp in patients who are unable to voluntarily open and close the hand. For this purpose, we developed a special multi-pad electrode, which is highly flexible and adjustable. It is composed of many individual conductive fields, and on the side with the skin there is a hydrogel, and on the other side, these metal contacts attract a very strong magnet which is connected to the stimulator for conduction of electrical pulses. I will simply change the position of this magnet contact to show you how different is the response of the muscles for only few millimeters change in the position of activation point. This is the procedure to determine the optimal position of the stimulation point for opening the hand. But in order to use the hand for grasping an object, we need to open the hand, close the hand, use the object, bring it back and open the hand again to release it. This means that we also need to determine the optimal point for stimulation on the flexor side for closing the hand. In clinical practice, in patients, we usually need more than one point to open or close the hand. This can be 2 or 3 distinct points on each side. So let's say that we determine these points. Now we need to run the algorithm to open and close the hand.
Praktično ovo se radi jedanput, prvi put kada korisnik počinje da koristi ovaj sistem i nakon toga će on imati dobru ideju gde treba da traži tu tačku. MotiMove je multifunkcionalni uređaj koji može da...
MotiMove is a multifunctional device. One of the applications is to help a person to stand and walk. To do this, we need constant information about the current phase of the gait. For this purpose, we use special sensors that we also developed. These are specialized shoe insoles with industrial precision pressure sensors with no hysteresis, humidity or temperature dependence, and instantaneous response. They are placed in the shoe. They have 5 pressure sensors which give information if the person is standing on the heel, toes or flat foot. There is also a module which measures acceleration and velocity, and there is an integrated battery. This is how the algorithm gets information about the phase of gait in order to activate the proper group of muscles. For instance, if all the pressure is on the heel, then the algorithm stimulates quadriceps muscle to stiffen the knee, and if all the pressure is on the toes, then the person is entering a push-off phase and the algorithm stimulates soleus muscle. This is a unique system for measuring gait parameters like no other on the market. It is offered by a Serbian company, Rehab Shop, and it is a result of research and development in a team of Professor Dejan Popovic. These insoles have wireless communication with a PC or tablet to measure pressure distribution while the leg is on the ground or movements while the leg is in the air.
Successful collaboration with Clinic for Rehabilitation Dr. Miroslav Zatovic in Belgrade, which started decades ago, is continuing. Technical solutions developed in laboratory of the Faculty of Electrical Engineering, and now in Company 3F, are in collaboration with clinicians, and following all ethical rules, finding place in modern methods of rehabilitation. Great experience, professionalism and motivation of the team of medical doctors and therapists, led by Professor Dr. Konstantinovic, is essential for development of advanced methods of therapy based on hybrid systems, which combine machines, electrostimulation and biofeedback.
Great number of neurological diseases leads to motor dysfunction and deterioration of walking ability, therefore decrease the quality of life. Many researches are dedicated to improvement of functional recovery of these patients, resulting from hybrid systems. Hybrid system combines a robotic actuator and functional electrical stimulation which acts on the periphery to artificially activate paretic muscles and sensory pathways. Researches have shown that a combination of cycling and electrical stimulation leads to improvements of coordination, flexibility of paretic musculature, reduction of spasticity, and increase of muscle strength. The patient is instructed to follow the rhythm as much as possible, and with help of adequate time activation of function electrical stimulation he turns the pedals, which also activates the sensory feedback pathways in nervous system. All of this helps to improve the walking ability, coordination, control of lower extremities, leading to the primary goal of rehabilitation, which is a functional gait.
MotiMove stimulators have an open architecture which allows an easy combination with other robotic rehabilitation devices. One example is this rehabilitation stationary bike, which provides information about the current position of the pedals that is connected to our stimulators and used to stimulate muscles in a time synchrony. The stimulator can be used to stimulate only one leg or both legs depending on the needs and the pathology of the patient. We have a very long collaboration with clinicians and therapists from the Clinic of Rehabilitation Dr. Miroslav Zotovic in Belgrade, Serbia, and we have a very rich experience in applying this technology in patients after stroke, spinal cord injury, and currently we are running a study with multiple sclerosis patients.
By the beginning of 2020, the device will have a medical CE mark. The sales will start immediately to individual users, medical and fitness centers, but mainly in collaboration with big producers of rehabilitation robots, which can easily include MotiMove in their existing equipment as an add-on option.
Opcioni modalitet svojim programima za vežbanje.